When it comes to career moves, sometimes the grass is actually greener on the other side. If you're thinking about quitting your job, here's what you need to know before you quit and when you quit. Keep watching to learn more. This video is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. If you're looking for a job, ZipRecruiter can help. ZipRecruiter makes it easy to apply for jobs with a single click. You can also upload your resume to their resume database so that your resume is searchable for thousands of recruiters and employers who use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is also free for job seekers. Click the link in the description below to get started with ZipRecruiter today. Quitting your job isn't easy, especially if you've put in extensive time or built rapport with your colleagues. Use these steps as a guide to help you navigate quitting your job in a professional manner. First, evaluate your options and make a plan. Like most things in life, quitting your job works better when you start with a solid plan. What kind of plan do you need to leave a job? Well, for starters, are you financially prepared to quit? Do you have another job lined up? If not, do you have the funds saved up to cover your expenses? Having a plan for quitting your job means being financially prepared. If you're starting a business, knowing how you'll generate revenue, having an employment end date in mind, knowing who to tell that you are quitting, and understanding your reasons for quitting. Next, get your finances in order. Switching jobs is more than just changing the work you do. Depending on your current situation, you could be changing salaries, health insurance providers, and retirement contributions. Life is more than just money, but financial stability is important, especially when making a big life change like a career change. Get your finances in order before you quit your job. If you haven't already, create an emergency fund. Most experts advise you to save 3 to 6 months of expenses, but do yourself a favor and save whatever amount helps you sleep at night. This could be more or less depending on your situation. Next, talk to your boss and give adequate notice. How you quit is totally up to you. Typically, when you're ready to quit, you should schedule a time to meet with your boss one on one. Schedule this time. Don't spring it on them when you're casually walking past their office. Standard practice is to give your employer a 2 weeks' notice when resigning from a job. In some instances, you may want to give more time, especially if you need time to wrap up any existing projects or you don't start another job for a while. On the flip side, if you're in a toxic work situation, don't let a standard practice dictate when you leave. Next, one of the last things you'll do is return company property. Make a list of any company property, such as office, vehicle keys, computer, mobile phone, electronic equipment, etc. Make a list and cross each one off as you return them. Finally, participate in an exit interview. Many employers conduct exit interviews. If your company does not offer an exit interview, you can request one. Exit interviews are a great opportunity to share your candid thoughts and reflections about the company and the position you held. Your candid feedback can really help the company to make changes and improvements. Here are some things you shouldn't say or do when quitting a job: badmouthing your boss in job interviews with prospective employers, refusing to train your replacement, walking out the door without any notice, talking about quitting with coworkers or your boss before you're actually ready to leave, not setting a leaving date, leaving without connecting with your colleagues for future networking, bragging about your new job or company, leaving on a bad note if you need recommendations, and making plans without considering any non competition rules in your current employee contract. Quitting isn't a fun process regardless of your situation. It's almost always best to choose the high road and leave in a professional manner, even when it's tough to do so. The decisions you make when quitting a job now could have a lasting effect on your career. If you're preparing to quit your job, it may be a good idea to start searching for a new job. Start your search on ZipRecruiter today. Click the link in the description below to get started.